For this next video, I'm going to do the next problem on your worksheet, which is problem number 14. Okay, and problem number 14 looks like this. ABC, I'm going to label it exactly the way it is on the worksheet. AB has length 17, BC has length 18, and AC has length 30. And I'm going to solve for angle B. Now, of course, what you should do for problems 13, 14, and 15, which I'll be working out for you, is you should be working on these problems by picking a different angle, so that way you can be sure that you know how to do these three triangles. But I'm going to go ahead and solve for angle B, and so therefore I'm going to use the form of the law of cosines that starts with B. So that would be B squared equals A squared plus C squared, which are the other two sides, minus 2AC cosine capital B. Notice the small b is in front, the capital B is at the end. The capital B represents the angle that we're going to try to solve for. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in small b, small a, and small c. Remember, opposite big B is small b, opposite big A is small a, and opposite big C is small c. So that's how we label our sides. So B squared is 30 squared equals A squared is 18 squared plus C squared is 17 squared minus 2 times A, which is 18, times C, which is 17, times cosine of big B, which we don't know. So that's our unknown. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my trusty calculator out and start calculating these. Well, I know 30 squared is 900. That's one I kind of know by heart. 18 squared, let's take a look. 18 squared is, whoops, can't see it, 324, okay. Plus 17 squared, I should remember from the last problem, it's 289, minus 2 times 18 times 17. Let me do that in the calculator. 2 times 18 times 17 is 612. Okay, good. Minus 612 cosine B. So now I'm going to add these two numbers together. 324 plus 289 equals 613. Oops, I shouldn't have had a squared there, right? That was a mistake. It's 900. So 900 equals 613 minus 612 cosine B. So again, this is easy to solve once I've gone this far. I subtract 613 from both sides, and that gives me, let's do that, 900 minus 613 is 287 on the left equals negative 612 cosine B. Whoops, cosine B. And in order to finish solving this equation, I've got to divide both sides by negative 612. So I have cosine B equals 287 minus negative 612. Now, in the last problem, I converted this into a decimal using the calculator, but I don't even really have to do that. If I want to, I can just keep it as negative 287 over 612, and then when I go ahead and I take the inverse cosine of both sides, and I get B, the inverse cosine will cancel out the cosine here. I'll just get inverse cosine of negative 287 over 612. And I can put it in the calculator that way to solve for B. So why don't I do that? I could have made it into a decimal also. It really doesn't matter. So I'll do inverse cosine, second cosine, gives me that inverse cosine sign, minus, and of course I'm going to use the minus sign that's next to the decimal, this one over here, not the subtraction sign up there, but this minus sign there, is equal to minus 287 divided by 612. And I'm doing that all within the parentheses of the inverse cosine. So all I have to do is press my enter button and I will get my answer. And the answer is 117.966. And again, I have to round it to the nearest degree, which is going to bring it to 118. And that is the answer. B is equal to 118 degrees. That is the correct answer for this problem.